So basically, there was a time in my life where I was not connected to God whatsoever. I didn't hear God's voice. I wasn't even dreaming. I had no visions. I had nothing. I was so empty to a point where, like, I was just living for myself. I was living for myself. Like, during this time, wait a minute. Hi, my name is Princess. I am a believer of Christ, and God saved me because I was a mess. Okay, but let's get into this video and let me let you know why I almost lost my faith. I almost lost my faith without even knowing it. Like, the devil had me in his finger, like around his little finger, to a point where I didn't even know that I was on the verge of losing my faith. Okay, I stopped going to church for 3 years. And in that time, I was not praying, I was not fasting, I wasn't even worshiping God. I was living for myself. It was all about the things that I want out of this life and how I'm going to get them. And I was on literally the go. I was working, being a mom, you know, being in a relationship, and that was my focus. That is not a bad thing, but at the same time, God was not in it whatsoever within those 3 years. Like I said, I was not praying. I didn't have any relationship with God whatsoever. So I think I was so driven to a point where, like, I am gonna focus on my music, I am gonna focus on my family, and nothing else matters. Literally nothing else matters. And at that point, not even God mattered, because I didn't even open my Bible. I didn't even make an effort of going to church. I was literally at home on Sundays. Now you will not find me at home on Sundays, because why are you not in the house of the Lord, worshiping him, fellowshipping with your brothers and sisters, and connecting together? Why are you not doing that? So yeah, and I got to a point where all the talents that God had given me, because I am a singer, I love singing, I love dancing, I love, you know, doing all those things, but I was using them to gain things for my own good. I wasn't using them for God, not so ever. I was using them for, you know, for personal gain. Like, I wonder what my gifts can get me. If my gifts can get me out of the situation, then yeah, I know, my mindset was, I know that my gifts can get me out of the situation. Because I was like, you know, I am a great singer and I am a dancer. So I don't see why I would not blow up, you know, as an artist. I don't see why I would not blow up as an artist. Like, it did not make sense to me, because I felt like, yo, like, I have had this talent ever since I was a kid, you know, ever since I could talk, ever since I was a kid, I've been singing. Okay, I once wanted to even go on the X Factor. Like, I seen my life of myself being like a pop star, you know, being like this amazing pop star with like awesome music. That's who I seen. Okay, that was how I seen my life, you know. But then things literally took a turn, and not even in a mad way. My sister literally invited me to a church concert, which I attended, and ever since I attended that concert, I've been like this with God. I have been like this with God. I have been praying, I have been fasting, and I have been worshiping. And I've even got baptized. Like, great things are happening, and I've got my visions. I'm dreaming, and I'm so glad, because God is now communicating with me, and I am reading the Bible. And as I am reading the Bible is also coming alive. And I am just so grateful that God literally saved me. And I didn't even know that I needed saving. Do you guys know how deep that is? I didn't know that I needed saving when God saved me. It's not like, I hit like a time low where I was like, oh, I was drinking, or I was doing drugs, or I was doing this. I was literally focused on myself and getting myself out of poverty. It was all about me, and how I'm gonna get myself out of here. I'm gonna get myself out of here with or without God. I'm gonna, like, I had the attitude. And literally, that's how I was thinking at that time. And I'm so happy that God saved me from that mindset, because it really shows you that no, you cannot do it without God. Okay, you cannot do it without God. So that is how I almost lost my faith without even knowing it. Glory be to God, because the way He snatched me out of myself. But yeah, guys, that's a short video, but thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. If you're worried about my voice, I lost my voice for like almost 2 weeks. I've been sounding like a robot, but it's now coming back, which is why I am now back in recording. I am so sorry that I just left you guys. Like, it is not cool. It is not cool. Like I said, it's been 14 days since I last posted, and I have not been okay. I have not been okay. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. You know the vibe.